students. How are you all? Hope all of you are safe at home. So, now we will start with our social science class. You all have seen the earlier videos. Yes? Have you understood all the topics which we have discussed in the earlier videos of chapter number 1? Yes? Okay. So, now today we will do chapter number 1, a globe, a model of the earth. We will only take chapter number 1, globe, a model of the earth. But as we have already discussed about all the topics which are there in this chapter, today we will do a recapitulation. We will again understand the whole chapter once again. We will recall the chapter, what all important points are there, we will again discuss them. So now we will just start with a recapitulation of chapter number 1, globe, a model of the earth. So what we will cover in the this chapter? First, shape of the earth. Second, what is a globe? Third point, advantages of globe. What is latitude? What is equator? Lines of latitude or parallels, lines of longitude or medians, and at last we will discuss about what is a grid. So now we will start with our first topic of this chapter, shape of the earth. The earth is round in shape. It is slightly flat at the poles and bulge at the equator. We have already discussed in the earlier videos that earth shape is round and it is slightly flat on the both the poles, the north pole and the south pole, and it is bulged at the equator, which is in the between, which divides the earth into two equal parts. Yes, remember the equator. Okay, the photographs taken from the space have confirmed that the earth is round in shape. So the photographs which are taken from the space have confirmed that earth is round in shape. The globe is a model of the earth. So what is a globe? The globe is a model of the earth. We can see only half the globe at a time. To see the other half, we have to turn it round. So to see the whole globe, we have to turn it round. It can be turned around a line passing through it. This line is called the axis. Axis is an imaginary line around which the earth rotates. So what is an axis? An axis is a imaginary line which helps the earth to rotate. The axis of the globe has two end points. So you can see in the right hand side of the picture is there of the earth, and the axis of the globe is having two end points. One is the north, towards the north it is north pole, and towards the south it is south pole, and the earth is being divided with a line which is equator. So we will study further. Advantages of globe. What are the advantages of globe? Why we should have globe? Globe represent the correct shape of the earth. So it represents the correct shape of the earth. The globe is round. The earth is also round. The globe shows us the correct shape and location of the continents, ocean and seas. So the globe help us to see the correct shape and location of the continents, oceans and the seas. It also shows the shape and location of different countries. A globe shows us what the whole world look like. So it shows the real picture of the whole world. It shows the north and the south pole exactly. Now, the question will be rising in your mind that what is a continent? Is anyone knowing what is a continent? Yes, you have studied in the fourth class. What is a continent? Okay, so a continent is a large area of land on earth that is joined together. So what is a continent? A continent is a large area of land on earth that is joined together. It is joined together. Another point, what is a continent? A continent is a discrete area of land. So it is a discrete area of land which is both large and continuous, that is separated by a body of water. So a continent is a large area of land which is being separated by the water bodies. A continent is commonly defined as a large land mass separated from other lands masses by ocean. So what is exactly the continent? The continent is commonly defined as a large land mass separated from other land mass by oceans. So with the help of ocean, because of ocean is in between the large landmass, there that is a continent. In this picture, in this globe picture, you can see I have just pasted this picture here just to give you an overview that how continents are being divided, how there are continents on the earth. So we have seven continents on the earth, and how they are being separated from each other with the help of large bodies, water bodies. Here you can see oceans are there, which are separating one continent with the other continent. So now we will study what are the continents on the earth. How many continents we have on the earth? Is anyone knowing that how many continents are there on the earth? Yes, you might have been studied. There are seven continents on Earth. What are they? Africa, Antarctica, Australia, Eurasia. Eurasia is Europe plus Asia. So there are two continents, Europe plus Asia, and if we count it as a whole, it is Eurasia. It is known as Eurasia. North America, South America. So we have seven continents on the Earth. Now we also have five oceans on the earth, as the globe is showing that it shows the exact location and the shape of the continents and the ocean. So we have five oceans on the earth. What are the name of those five oceans? Anyone is knowing? Yes, I know that some of the students are knowing the names of the oceans on the earth. Yes, again we will recall the surface of the planet Earth is approximately 71% water. So on Earth we have approximately 71% of water is there available on the Earth, and only 29% is our land area on the Earth, and which contains five oceans which are as following. So, which are the five oceans on the earth? The Arctic Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and the Southern Ocean. So, in the bottom, you can see I have shown you the globe. I am showing you where oceans are there and how they are dividing, how they are separating one continent to other continent. Now, what are lines of latitude? Look at the globe. You can see on the right hand side there is a globe. You will see full circle. So it is a full circle. They run from east to west. These are called lines of latitude. They are also called parallels. So these are lines of latitude which are running from east to west. They are also called parallels. The equator is the longest and most important line of latitude. It runs in the middle of the globe. So equator is the longest and most important line of latitude which runs in between the middle of the globe. It divides the earth into two equal parts, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. The northern hemisphere, the portion which is north of the equator is called northern hemisphere. The portion which is south of the equator is called southern hemisphere. The lines of latitude or parallels are marked in degrees. So the lines are marked in degrees. There is 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, 10 degree, 20 degree accordingly. The equator is at 0 degree because it is the starting point of line of latitude, and it is a important lines of latitude. So it is the equator is at 0 degree. We are marking it as a 0 degree. The north pole is 90 degree north and the south pole is 90 degree south. The parallels in the northern hemisphere are marked 10 degree north, 20 degree north, and so on. The parallels in the southern hemisphere are marked 10 degrees south, 20 degrees south, and so on. So they are marked accordingly. If we are going towards North Pole, they are marked as 10 degree north, 20 degree north, and so on. If we are going toward Southern Hemisphere, we are marking it as 10 degrees south, 20 degrees south, and so on. Now there are five major or important parallels or lines of latitude from north to south, and they are, which are they? We have already discussed in earlier videos, that are Arctic Circle at 66.5 degree north, Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree towards north, Equator is at 0 degree, Tropic of Capricorn is 23.5 degree towards south, Antarctic Circle is 66.5 degree towards south. Now, what are lines of longitude? So on the earth there are lines of latitude and there are lines of longitude also. We have already discussed, but we will just do a quick recapitulation. Look at the globe. You will find semicircles joining the north pole and the south pole. These are called the lines of longitude or meridians. So you are seeing that the semicircles are not joining the north pole and the south pole, the lines which are moving from north pole to the south pole. These lines are making a semicircle, and these are called the lines of longitude, or we call them as meridians. The word meridian comes from the Latin word meridis, which means midday. Anti-meridian, AM, means before noon, and post-meridian, PM, means afternoon. Now, what are lines of longitude? Meridians. What are meridians? Meridians are also imaginary lines. So these are also imaginary lines. They are numbered from 0 degree to 180 degree. All meridians are equal in length. So meridians are equal in length. There is no difference. There is no difference between two meridians. They are equal in length. The meridians passing through Greenwich near London is taken as a starting point. So the meridian which is passing through the Greenwich near London, there is a place Greenwich near London country, and that is taken as a starting point for making the lines of longitude. So it is 0 degree longitude. It is called the prime meridian. So the from where we are passing, we are starting, we are taking it as starting line, that is a place Greenwich, and that Greenwich is a, we are marking it as a 0 degree longitude, and at this line which is we are marking from Greenwich towards the south, that is called as prime meridian. Now longitudes to the east of the Greenwich are called east longitudes, and those to the west are called west longitudes. There are 360 longitudes. So how many lines are the lines of longitudes are there? There are 360 longitudes. 180 degree longitude towards the west of the prime meridian, and 180 degree towards the east of the meridian, prime meridian. Now what is a grid? We have already discussed this also, but we will just do a quick recapitulation. The latitudes and the longitude intersect each other at right angle and form a network. This network is called a grid. So where the intersection of latitude and the lines of longitude is there, and they make a right angle there, that network is a network is formed, and that network is known called as grid. The grid help us to locate places. For example, if you want to locate Pondicherry, we must know its latitude and longitude. The place where these two crosses each other is Pondicherry. So where the lines of longitude and the lines of latitude cross each other, that place is a Pondicherry. Now I have made a difference, so that you will be able to understand more clearly that what are lines of latitude and what are lines of longitude. There is a difference. I have done a comparison between both so that it will make you more clear about what are lines of latitude and what are lines of longitude. Lines of latitude runs from east to west. Lines of longitude runs from north to south. Lines of latitude are also known as parallels. Lines of longitudes are also known as meridians. Lines of latitude are parallel to the equator, but lines of longitudes are converging at the poles and widest at the equator. Lines of latitudes range from 0 degree to 90 degree, north and south. Lines of longitude is measured, has a range of 0 to 180 degree east and west. Lines of latitude denotes distance from equator. north or south, which is marked as 0 degree. Lines of longitude denotes distance from prime meridian, east or west, which is marked at 0 degree. Now there are 180 lines of latitude, and there are 360 lines of longitude. Important lines of latitude are, what are the important lines of latitude? They are equator, Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. There are so many others also. Important lines of longitudes are only Greenwich meridian or prime meridian. Lines of latitude are parallel to the equator, but lines of longitude are converging at the pole and widest at the equator. Line of latitude, all locations along a common latitude fall in the same hemisphere of the earth. So in lines of latitude, if some location is there, then the location, that particular place can fall in a common latitude and in the same hemisphere of the earth. But if we have to find any location in lines of longitude along a common longitude, then the hemisphere can differ. It can be in the southern hemisphere or it can be in the northern hemisphere. Now, these are word powers that you have to learn. These are the new terms which you have to learn, and these words meaning you should know. What is that? Axis. What is axis? Imaginary line around which the earth rotates. What is equator? The largest parallels which divides earth into two hemisphere. And what is the hemisphere? Which hemisphere? Northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Let's recall quickly. We have a summary of this chapter. What is the summary of this chapter? The earth is round in shape. A globe is a model of the earth. Latitudes are imaginary lines that runs parallel to the equator. Longitudes are semicircles that join north pole to the south pole. We have already discussed these all things, but we are just summarizing the chapter. The latitudes and the longitudes cross each other to form a grid. Now it's time for your home assignment. It's time that you have to do something. As we have already done the recapitulation of the chapter, we have made the explanation of the chapter. Now you have understood the chapter very well. So now there is a home assignment for you, and you all have to do it at home. So now take out your pen and take out your notebook, whichever notebook you have or whichever notebook you want to make of social science. I have given you some questions to do by yourself. Don't take any help. You can just play the video again and again. You will first understand the chapter, and then you will do these home assignments. What are the home assignments? I've given you some questions to do in the notebook. Tick the correct answer. The prime meridian is near dash, Delhi or London. You have to give a correct answer. The imaginary line which divides earth into two hemispheres is called dash, axis or equator. The north pole is 90-degree north or 90-degree south. Which is the correct answer? You have to tick that. The model of the earth is called map or globe. What is the answer? You have to tick it. Now I have given you some fill-ups also. Fill in the blanks. You have to do by yourself. Equator divides the earth into dash hemisphere. So you have to write the correct answer. What is there? Equator divides the earth into dash hemisphere. The second, the imaginary lines along which the earth rotates is called the dash. Third, all dash are equal in length. The lines of latitude are also called dash. So now I have given you some match the following also. Tropic of Capricorn, equator, prime meridian, Arctic circle. You have to do a matching from the answers. I have given you write one word answers also. So you will do this in your notebook. These are some one word answer. Only one word you have to write in the space given, and you have to just see all these answers. You can just do these answers once you will watch the videos. You will be able to understand the chapter. Then you can do this one word answers. There are 5 one word answers also. some of the questions I have given you from this chapter, which I know you can easily answer. If you have understood the chapter, you will be able to answer these questions, and you can watch the video again and again, and then you can give the answer of these questions. The question is, what is the shape of the earth? You all know, so write the answer. What is a globe? How is it useful to us? So you have to tell what is a globe, and then you have to give why it is useful for us. What is the prime meridian? So what is the prime meridian? You have to tell that what is prime meridian. What are latitudes? Why do we need a globe? And the last question is, what is a grid? How can we locate a place on the globe with the help of grid? So these 6 questions I have given you. These you have to watch the video again and again. You have to understand the chapter first. Then you have to give the answers of all the home assignments by yourself. I have given for your reference purpose, I have made a answer key also. If you are not able to give the answer by yourself, you can just check the answer key that whatever you have given the answer, is it correct or it is wrong. If it is wrong, then you can write the correct answer and you can just start learning. These are the answers for your tick the correct answers, fill in the blanks, match the following, and one word answer. I am not given the answer key for your question answer. That part you have to do by yourself in the notebook. Thank you and have a nice day.